I guess something I even wanted to kick off with, the current market itself, and exactly what you just touched on, the dangers right now with the current market, people overpaying for properties, or, doing some really silly things that we see in our own business, but just in general, like you've said multiple times, people being able to throw a dart at the map of Australia right now and pick a winner for the next, couple of years, but long term, which is the dangers. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, I think there's two great dangers at the moment, and one is that people will buy in the wrong place, and the second one is that people will pay too much. And this is primarily a danger for people out of the big cities like Sydney and Melbourne, looking at the smaller cities and the regional areas, and looking at how cheap property is compared to their own backyards, and thinking that they're getting a bargain no matter what they pay, and feeling that they can buy anywhere and get growth. And there's so much evidence. I'm just in the process of doing I do a quarterly analysis of sales activity and prices, and I'm just starting that by looking at what's happened with prices in the last quarter and the last 12 months in the major markets around Australia. And I've just done regional Victoria, and it doesn't surprise that markets like Bendigo and Ballarat and Geelong have shown really strong growth. All the suburbs throughout there have grown in double digits, and some have grown more than 20%. But what is truly amazing is the number of small country towns that across regional Victoria that have shown growth of 20%, some of them more than 30%. There's a couple that are up 38% in the last 12 months. And you look at that, and you look at the locations, and you wonder, long term, where's the growth going to come from? Because these are small towns with maybe an economy based purely on agriculture, or an economy based purely on tourism and retirement, don't necessarily have the credentials for long-term growth. And I think the people who are buying in these sorts of plays in the medium to long term might regret their decision buying there in the first place, but how much they paid as well. So I think, it's a time people need to be very cautious. Even in a runaway boom, you've got to pick your locations very, very carefully and take a long-term view.